Tiny Trish's character still has the curse of the squeak.
And an additional 10 hit points from temporary HP.
With the fear effect as well.
Yep.
Rebel's still in a coma.
Yes.
The last thing you heard was...
Something ate the 2 rats that ran away, yes?
Squeak died off quickly as they entered the sewer tunnel. If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
We left off with me taking 20 footsteps backwards to avoid whatever was coming at me from the tunnel. And just in case you were wondering, Necro and Jug are the closest.
Well, yeah, because my mimic arm decided to stand its ground.
Yes, it did. Actually, wouldn't it technically be your mimic body at this point? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us once again, the Monsters of Gaming. I am Kaiju K. With me here is Necro Nick.
Oh, wow!
General Jared.
Hello.
The Wild Man himself, Subliminal.
Yo.
Tiny Trish.
Hi.
Abbott Costello. Abbott. Abbott, talk, damn it. Ah, these people, I'm telling you. And then Diesel won't even talk either. What, don't we have them?
I think Kaiju is officially lost.
I don't know what kind of gay fantasy you're having over there.
If I'm having a gay fantasy, Abbott and Costello are not in it.
I think Kaiju has officially lost it.
Liz, though, I know that much.
Anyways, when we last left off, I don't even remember. I don't think we leveled up. But when we last left off on our DnD campaign,
We asked that question when we left off. So, by any chance, did we level up?
Not yet. You're close, though.
when we last left off, we finally came face to face with the Rat King. And then Necro's strong arm decided to turn the Rat King into a pinata. We then spent almost an hour killing his rat followers, except for 2 that decided to run back into the tunnel, and then they went quiet and something roared. I took 20 footsteps backwards, and that's where we leave off. So, Sub, would you like to go from there, or should we investigate, or what's going on?
That's up to you guys. What do you want to do?
Run away.
Since you can't leave the area.
What do you mean? I bet you I can.
Hey, Righty, what do you think?
We can leave Righty here. I can cast Cone of Melted Butter on him, and we can all run. Just saying.
I'm part of Righty.
I'll aim only for Righty. Oh, wait, you guys have a shared health pool.
Sacrifices must be made.
Yeah, what are we talking about being afraid of dying? Deathgasm has been dead for the past 5 episodes. We've been trying to bring him back. He's still dead. Rebels have been unconscious for over 3 episodes. She's weakening at Bernie's on my back as we speak. And you're afraid to die, Necro.
I can't bring you back.
Not if I destroy the body. It was good an excuse to resurrect Deathgasm. We all have to go there and do it. What? Just saying. Listen, I've died twice already. I don't want to hear from you, Mrs. I'm going to cast fire on my dad. So don't you dare glare at me.
You ran away.
I was next to what you were trying to blow up. You didn't notice.
You ran away.
I wasn't. I was in the blast radius. Mrs. I am a holy priest. Oh, praise me, goddess. I'm a good person. Ah!
I have the infernal squeakiness now.
Yeah, actually, you're one to talk, could you? Anyways.
Of anyone here, I mean, I'm neutral. I can be as chaotic as I want, and yet I'm civilized comparatively in the first, grouping of people.
I like to pretend that I'm a civilized individual as well.
But you're second reincarnation right now, so you know.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, at least you guys can reincarnate.
You can't, but you can have a new character.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an advantage, disadvantage to you. And to be honest with you, we have one other individual who has that problem. Necro can't be reincarnated. His race is Robot Boy. If he goes, his soul goes. So he can't be resurrected either.
I'm trying to figure something out then.
Okay.
If Necro is robot,
Yes.
how the fuck can a mimic go and cause half of his body to
The living construct feature of his class. Yeah. It can still burrow into the muscles and still control them. Because mimics can still burrow into walls and control the doors and stuff like that. To a mimic, it wasn't that much different than you and me opening up a door, I guess. Except he has a lot more knobs. And levers. He's got this weird third arm that doesn't actually swing or do anything. It just sits there.
Oh, he works that third arm pretty well.
Anyway, I would like to know if we have time to set up, or is this thing coming at us?
Nothing's happening at the moment.
Okay, so we just heard the roar. So if we wait long enough, it might just go away.
True, but knowing the RDM.
But knowing our DM,
While you guys are cracking jokes at the DM, you just hear that weird roar.
What's that sound like, Jug? What's that mean? What's that sound like, Sub?
That weird roar.
No. What does it sound like? I forgot. You made it in a couple of these episodes. Let me hear it.
I can't remember how I did it. Was it like that?
Somebody hasn't been watching our videos. Anyway, long story short, since we know it's not going away, what are we gonna do? Oh, fearless leader.
So I would actually like to use my scanner.
Okay.
Which allows me to detect magic, poison, evil, good, chaos, and law.
Right. So as long as it's not true neutral, we'll be able to scan it. Okay.
Rolling, right?
Yeah, he doesn't have to roll for that. It's basically a built-in spell.
Why do I feel like Subliminal's going to make it neutral?
I'm not.
Yeah, I don't think killing both those rats when they just walked in made it pretty neutral.
I'm not making it neutral, Jug. It's okay.
What is that?
So, mighty DM, what has my scanner picked?
It's not like he can pick up the species. He can just tell if it's poisonous, has disease, if it's magical, and what its general temperament is.
Yeah.
Chaos, pure evil, basically.
Ooh, chaotic evil.
And darkness, like shadow.
Okay, so it's got some kind of shadowy feel to it.
So I relay the information. Oh, go ahead.
And what else can it detect?
Yeah.
Magic and poison.
Well, you told it was shadowy, so it's probably some kind of darkness elemental or something like that.
So it could detect tears in space and time, right?
Well, it could if it's a magical service. It's time, yeah.
Yeah. That he detects a rift in time and space where the roar is coming from.
Oh my goodness.
So I relay all this information back to the group.
I suggest that we set a full-scale detonation and class this place and we run like hell.
How many days you got?
Oh man, I know I don't have enough explosions to do that, unfortunately.
How about we combine your explosions with my holy...
You know what? First of all, I'm not going anywhere near your holy fireball, woman. Secondly, even if you add your 2 cannons of fireball, that wouldn't be enough. This place survived an entire room full of alcoholic barrels exploding, and it didn't even shake. And that fireball pumping out the exact same room and killed me. So no, I don't think that'll work. Well, Necro has told us that it's multi-dimensional, elemental, dark, and chaotic.
You're cutting out for me, buddy.
You might need to lean forward. Try talking now. He's not actually talking.
No, I'm not. So basically, this thing is an extra-dimensional time bomb waiting to go off, and we either decide to leave it here or we're going to have to charge in blindly at this thing. And it's kind of like a dimension splitter or something. We can't tell, but there's something wrong with this thing.
Actually, couldn't I use my bandages to pull it out?
Yes,
To pull you in.
but there's also no telling what dimension it's coming out of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, if it's going to, like, say, a water dimension, where, I don't know, a mummified undead might not want to go near that much water. Besides, we don't even know if it wants to hurt us. Right, Necro? It could be friendly.
What do you think, Ready? Could it be friendly?
You don't know that. I'm sure we... The only reason I'm saying this, by the way, is I'm saying we have another friend who is also chaotic evil.
Mm-hmm.
And we're trying to resurrect him. I'm just saying, like, we can't judge him based on his relative scale of good to evil. Perhaps we should send in a peace offering. Trisha, go walk in and find out what that creature is.
Hey, Necro.
You do realize
Aren't you channeling the spirit of Deathgasm?
You have 78 extra HP on top of your 35 extra HP. Anyways,
I carry him in this building. Logan.
we gotta talk to him. He's the one in charge. Remember, he's the leader. We're just the subordinate lackeys.
I feel like you guys are forgetting there's a certain item you guys have on you, technically.
No, we have lots of items on us.
Because I don't know if it would technically work.
The bag of holding. Well, that would be great if we can summon it and if it decides it's going to target that creature.
Right.
If it decides it's going to say, hey, I don't like you, then we have the Bagman instantly killing one of us.
Plus, I think my mimic arm might like the Bagman in the not so good.
No, that would be something that would actually terrify the Mimic. The Bagman is made from the same type of magic as mimics, theoretically, so he would basically eat the Mimic. Quick question, Sub. Quick question, Sub. Is the Mimic arm only possessing his arm, or has it eaten his arm?
It's essentially his arm.
So, if it got eaten off, would he have his arm, or would that be a time for me to hold on to my last regeneration self? Just in case, I should hold on to the regeneration self, right? I only have one. I should hold on to that, right?
Yeah, you should hold on.
Okay, it's like a 200 gold item. I'm just gonna put it. You're fine, Necro. You're fine. You have nothing to worry about, Necro.
Listen, I'm the holder of the Bagman with a fucking mimic arm that's controlling half of my body. I'm not fine.
It's currently controlling your physical side. Oh no.
Not my brain.
No, but it can do stuff. It can grab the bag man.
I'm bringing the bag man out anytime soon.
I'm just saying, if it decides it's going to open the bag man up on you, none of us can stop it.
I don't think it wants to commit its own suicide, though.
Well, as long as there isn't any hosts nearby I could possess real quickly. Juggernaut! Run!
Fire in the hole.
So let's get this down. Okay, so he's sensed this thing. He sensed it's evil, it's chaotic, it's extra dimensional. Now we need to figure out what the hell we're going to do. Because apparently the best way for us to get to point B is to go through point A. And that thing is currently in point A. And unfortunately, Necro currently doesn't have control of all his faculties.
Let me in, I have a very high XP. HP.
Well, that's fine and dandy, unless it has some kind of like instant kill ability or something like that, or drags you into a dimension and leaves you there where we can't save you, you know.
Or says, fuck your armor that you actually have.
I mean, I'm just putting it this way, Tracy. Well, there's like 50,000 ways to die in D&D, and that's...
I have a question.
Yes.
Since I was able to throw Necro,
Yes.
using my bandage,
Yes.
I'm not going to say throwing Necro.
I'm not.
Can I throw one of your grenades into there? Using my bandages?
You could, but I'm going to need 8 hours of sleep. The grenade's a maneuver, and I need to rest after I use maneuvers.
Okay.
So I can't do that.
When you're able to, would I be able to do that?
Oh, hell yeah, no problem. The best thing is that maneuvers aren't like spells, so it's not like you're holding magic in your hand. You're holding the literal grenade that I made. Just remember that it will go off before you throw it, unlike that gentleman up the street from me. Rest in
As you guys sit there joking, you see one of the rats you were fighting, bones pop out.
Yeah, I'm going to... I'm already hiding, so I'm in stealth. So you know what? I'm going to remain in stealth. I'm going to back myself away from the entrance of this thing towards a wall, and I'm going to sit there.
Hey, here's a question. Can I use my bandages to attach myself to the ceiling lamp and pull myself up?
I don't see why not. But just be careful you don't hit those psychic rats.
If you accidentally hit one of the psychic rats, though.
Dude, they're always on every chandelier. Every lamp.
There's got to be like a dozen of them on every lamp, too. Well, guys, it just burped up bones, which means it's either full or it's making room. Might I suggest... I have an idea. I could use one of my low-level maneuvers and maybe flush it out.
Hey, what's your low-level maneuver?
I could pop my smoke bomb in there. It would fill a 30-foot square up with smoke that can't be seen through. However, that means it's probably going to come to us. We don't know what it is. Neko, you're the boss here. I only have one casting of it. I can't get any more until I get a full rest.
Well, let's do it.
Just beat it, Rebel.
No! My KFC! Okay.
Wait. You can put the coat of butter on her and make it...
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
So what I'm going to do... yes, son?
I'm listening.
Juggernaut, I think it would be best if you go and stand behind the pipe. So kind of standing on top of the holes and just like getting ready to jump it from behind.
So kind of is sent on the back of the pipe so when it comes out.
Yes.
All right.
Necro, I'd suggest you have your two Ujats out, fully loaded, get ready to just pepper this thing down.
Yep. Yeah, seeing as my, half of my body decided to stand ready and...
Right, well, you can't exactly move Trisha. I know this is going to pain you, but just in case he gets jumped by this thing, can you save him and cast a healing spell on him? Mm-hmm. Alright, everyone in position. I'm going to pop the smoke. Pop, pop. And I just launch it into the hole. Poof. Sulfuric, stinking smoke, basically. What most smoke bombs smell like. Okay, so we positioned ourselves. The smoke's gone in. What happens now?
Well, the smoke's out, right?
Yeah, smoke's out. Right now, the only person who's visible to the creature is Necro.
Can you roll me a D2?
A D2? Oh, God.
It's for the creature.
I'm sure it is. 2.
Did you guys pop the smoke and throw it at him?
No, not you guys. I, from stealth, popped it and threw it.
As you popped it and threw it through stealth, you see the smoke billowing out.
Okay.
And then be sucked in. And then blown towards you guys.
Well, once again, there's only one person that will get blown towards.
Knocking whoever is in range of it, of the hole, in the diameter of the hole, wise, going down the path a few feet.
Okay, well, Necro, maybe roll a reflex save against sub-rolling.
Yeah, you can do that.
Technically, since I'm on top of the pipe, would I have to roll as well?
Nope.
No, you're not.
Like I said, currently at the moment, Trish and me are in stealth, and you're technically in stealth. It can only see him.
I got a 19.
You beat it.
Okay, so Necro gains control of his body just quick enough to roll out of the side, kind of just like dodge. Now everyone's kind of just sitting there staring at the hole that was supposed to have smoke for 3 rounds, but don't have it no more.
Oh, instead I guess it's in the room that we all are in.
You hear a little coughing, and you see gold coins pop out of the hole. Like 2-3 gold coins just popping out as you hear like 3 coughs.
I'm going to take my crossbow, and I'm going to just take aim and kind of, from the shadows, take aim at the hole, waiting to see who pops out.
Ain't ready still. They're not ready found.
I'm going to use my bandages to pick up the coin.
Don't do that!
I have a feeling that it's some sort of jug.
I don't know. Well, we're about to find out. We got to wait on sub.
Are you picking the coins up?
Yeah.
Are you also shooting at this point, Kaiju?
No, what am I shooting at?
Just standing ready.
I'm basically in the prone getting ready to fire.
I was just asking.
Nope, just in the prone, ready to fire. Trish is ready to pounce. We'll cast a healing spell. Necro rolled out of the way. Jug is currently picking up gold coins with his bandages.
It's a D12.
What?
Roll a D12?
No, I'm saying is this one.
Yeah, that'll be a D12.
Roll a D12. Higher than 6.
See if the dice are with Juggernaut tonight.
It sure as hell weren't with me last week.
Roll D6. Exactly.
No. He has to roll a d12, but he has to get above 6.
Yeah, you roll d12 and you hope. You got a 6.
You got a 6? Oh.
It's a tie.
Right.
No, it's not. It's only a tie if the DM allows it to be a tie. Don't forget that one.
I did say above 6.
Yeah, that's 6 is not above 6.
So I need you to roll a d20 and beat.
A d20.
Yeah.
What do I have to beat?
You just have to beat a 6.
And he got 4.
Okay, he did not beat that 6 at all.
Mm-hmm.
Not with me today.
As you said, you were picking these up with your bandages.
Yeah.
And are you picking up all 3 or just like?
I was going to pick all 3 up with my bandages.
Alright, as you reach your bandages down to the gold coins, you feel a weird sense of tingling along your bandages, but you pay no mind to it, and you go to grab each coin, and your bandages can't seem to lift up these said gold coins, and for some reason you can't let go either.
So
Just roll a d2, Juggernaut.
wait a second. Now, Sub, there's something I need to let you know. These bandages, he has the ability to have them break off. He can regenerate them.
I know.
So if he chooses to, he can just straight up break them off and regenerate them.
I know.
Okay? Just thought I'd let you know. Sub, or Judge, do what you will.
It's a 2.
You see the movement of the coins by just a little bit. Just barely move. You can see like, hey, wait, what's going on kind of feeling.
I'm still waiting.
I want to detach my bandages.
Okay. He's
As you detach your bandages, you see the coins fly in with the detached part.
Okay.
So they went in the pipe with the coins.
So the coins that aren't attached to you anymore are now flying towards you, Jug.
No, they went back into where they came from.
Oh, okay. Just kind of sucked back in.
Alright, I could have specified that a little better.
I'm going to hold this position.
Yeah, I'm still waiting.
I'm not going to go in there.
I'm just standing ready. That's what my body wants. The mimic wants. I'm for it. He at least trying to commit suicide by going into the howling pipe. So yeah, I'm good with it.
I'll cast web on that entranceway and I'll leave. I will not be part of a suicide mission.
So I mean, we're kind of saying that he.
As you guys ponder upon what to do next, you feel a little wind pulling from behind you, and you notice that the dead rats are being sucked into the sewer hole.
Hey, Necro, can I ask you to make a quick suggestion for you? Could you roll for a hide check?
Sure, I would like to do a high check.
Remember, you not only have to beat the hide check, but you're also going to have to beat the damn mimic arm. Who went from your friend to your foe real fast.
So I got a 12.
You actually got a 16, remember? You got a what?
A what?
15.
Well, unfortunately for the mimic, unfortunately for Nick still gets his bonus, which is +4, which makes him have a +16. So technically,
I I thought both get the bonus.
Well, they do. I was about to say, but unfortunately, the Mimic Arm shares that. So even if he did roll a 12, it still rolled higher. So now it's in control of Nick again. So, Sub, what is it doing?
It goes close to the entrance, kind of on the side of where Jugger is still hanging. Kind of like on the side of the hole.
You don't want to cast this
the
spell.
wall.
I only have one casting of it. I don't want to cast it. Oh wait, no, I have multiple castings of it because I was in melee combat. Okay, I'm good now. Necro, could you not walk towards the giant hole of spooky scariness, please?
I bet. That's the problem. I'm at the feet of the dice and the feet of the GM.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do something weird here, okay?
Okay.
So I have a handful of spells, and in case you guys don't know, the advantage of the Battle Mage is that every time I inflict melee damage, I can recast that spell again. So
I mean, on a good note, just to not interrupt you, but I am kind of more hidden than I was before. I'm standing off to the side of the pipe and not in front of the pipe.
True. I'm gonna cast my web spell on the hole on the pipe to kind of create like a barrier so Nick can't just get pulled through it or nothing.
Alright.
So I kind of just web it up. I have no castings of webbing until I do some melee damage, so that's my only casting of it.
Idea to go with legend.
Okay.
So she should have some kind of like acid spray.
Yes.
Can she spray that on the webbing?
If she wants to destroy the webbing.
Oh, it would destroy it. I wasn't sure if it was going to stick to the webbing. Okay.
If Trisha wanted, she could burn a second hole in these pipes with how thick or how strong her acid is.
Can she spray it in the pipe before you use webbing?
Not anymore, unfortunately. Hey, Sirloin! So unfortunately,
Go ahead.
Unfortunately not. But Trisha could do something like create a puddle of acid outside, so once it gets through the webbing, it will step into the acid or something. But there's no telling if this thing climbs on ceilings, walls, floors, teleports. We don't know. We could be setting up to protect ourselves from a dog, and it turns out to be a dragon. You know. I cast web as a defensive measure in case Nick got pulled in. That's all it is. It's just there so he can't go through it until he rips through it. So, Sub, the ball's in your court, buddy.
As that happens, you hear a guttural roar. If you really want me to make the sound, I will. But
Yes, you make it as realistic as possible for us.
how's that? Is that a guttural enough roar?
I didn't hear anything.
Nope. Really?
Yes.
What's that? Did you hear that?
No.
I can't do the roar then.
Apparently his roar is being not allowed by Discord.
Yeah, it's being monetized, so it can't go in. They don't want any fines going against us, so we're okay with it. So go to a roar.
But anyway, you see a little like puff out of your web. Like it's not damaged or anything. You just see it puff out like something's hitting it.
Okay. Nothing I can do. It's my web.
It's in 3 different spots that you see the pouncing of the area of the webbing get hit. Like left, right, middle. You know.
Interesting. Can I make out any forms?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
You just see. Well, all right. Hold on. Are you trying to inspect the shape of the form?
Well, I mean, if I see a mouthful of teeth shaped into the webbing, I know it's got a mouthful of teeth. You know? Just saying, you know, if I see 3 forms, I don't know what's going on. If I see 3 mouths, well, I know what that is. What?
I can use my heat sense and try to
No,
figure out the shape.
No, you can't, unfortunately. The webbing blocks heat vision. Yeah, it blocks all forms of extraterrestrial vision. So blind sense can't see through it, blind sight can't see through it, tremor sense can't see through it, heat vision can't see through it.
Shit.
It was meant for spiders. It's meant for spiders to rub up their prey.
You kind of see weird shapings, almost like rat feet, but not really.
Yeah, interesting. I'm gonna stay where I am. This is gonna be a long match apparently because no sir, we are not going into that pipe.
Yeah, we're not going through that pipe, motherfucker.
Yeah, what? I have seen this before. I am not going here. Worst case scenario, I'm covering the place with a cone of melted butter and running. I will.
As you make that joke, you see a boned creature, or I should say, an amalgamation of bones of the rats you defeated, with the Rat King body all conjoined into a weird mutation of just bones.
Well, where do we see this?
As it pops through the web.
Okay, now it makes sense. So, I need just to say that you broke through the webbing, okay, but now you need to roll a d20, and you need to beat a d16, or else it's tied up in the webbing now. Yeah.
It's tied up in right now because I'm going to count it because I rolled the dice and it bounced and popped up onto my lighter and sat still on the 11.
Woo! Now we don't know what, we have a lump
I'm going
of,
to give it at least 2 turns where it can't do shit.
okay, so now we have a lump of wrapped up rat flesh that we can't see.
There's no flesh, there's just bones.
We can't see. Okay, fine. Rat bone amalgamism. Wrapped up in webbing, which is not see-through, but apparently it's see-through. Okay, so, guys, it's a surprise round. Anyone want to do anything real quick? Remember, webbing is flammable. You give me a round.
Wouldn't it be 2 advantages since, you know, it's wrapped up in webbing and it's also a sneak attack?
Yes. I can also cast Cone of Melted Butter and make it a more of an advantage.
Well, that's up to you.
Well, with the rite of passage, Nick gets to make the decision who goes first because it's a sneak attack round. So, Nick, your turn first. Who goes first? Alright. I'm going to take aim with my crossbow. I'm going to aim towards where I think the head will be. I don't know. I rolled a 16 plus 3, so I rolled a 19 to hit. Do I hit?
You do.
Okay, firing crossbow bolt. I'm only firing one. I have done. Whoops, wrong dice. Wrong dice. Oh, wrong dice. I did not just do 40 points of damage to him.
Yay.
I rolled the D100 by accident. Sorry.
No, you're good. Got you. You're technically at an advantage right now.
Okay, I've now officially done 40 points of damage with one wooden crossbow bolt.
Trust me, you'll need it.
Well, okay. Necro, who's going next?
Juggernaut.
Can I pull that thing out with my bandages?
What's
With
the
reground?
what?
The thing that's wrapped in the webbing.
So you want to pull the creature that we have enshrouded in webbing out of the webbing?
Why wouldn't you just beat on the webbing?
Yes, technically you could do that, man. Technically you could do that. You could pull this horrifying skull amalgam out of the webbing.
Could I pull it back enough to just launch it back into the hole?
You'd have to roll a grapple check, and from there, a strength check, and from there, probably, maybe, possibly.
So what would it be? D20?
I don't know how strong this thing is. That's up to Sub. It had enough strength to break through my webbing. So, it's got to be pretty big. It's got to be pretty strong. And apparently, 40 points of damage is, we're going to need it. So this thing is healthy.
Alright. So what do I have to do?
Well, first thing you got to do is roll a grapple check.
D20 for that.
And what's it got to beat for a grapple check?
16.
Okay, roll better than a 16.
20.
Okay. I was going to say it doesn't matter because he gets the +5 because he made the grapple a special check. Okay, so he's able to wrap it up in his little I was trying to think of something more respectable than bandage, but yeah, it's mummy bandages. All right. Now you're gonna have to roll a strength check. What D20 does he have to beat now, Sub?
He has to beat a 20 on a D100.
Oh, so you gotta roll a D100 and do better than 100 or better than 20. Okay.
45.
Okay. And you said you wanted to launch it back into the hole?
Mm-hmm.
About how far from the hole is it, Sub?
It's still at the entrance, so it's not that far away.
Okay, so you're only going to shove it like 10 feet backwards. Well, roll strength check, man. Tell me what you get.
What, D20?
Yeah, D20. He's already grabbed it. He's already going to throw it, so now we just need to know where it's going to land.
12.
Okay, so it's going to move. He's going to throw it 60 feet backwards, so it's going to go 10 feet visibly and 40 feet unvisibly. It's going to take 1d6. It can move this full distance, right? It's not going to hit a wall, right, Sub?
No, it's going to go into the hole.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So that means it takes 66 points of damage. So it's going to take 30 damage from Jugs throwing it. And it's 40 feet back into the hole now, where I don't think anybody else can target it.
I want to try and hit that thing that was in it, in the hole.
What thing that was in the hole?
The creature's space or whatever.
You do hit it.
Yeah, you grabbed it and you threw it back into the hole.
Okay.
It went 40 feet into the hole. You kind of just like, Blue 42! Blue 42! Hut! And just pass it backwards like you were a good quarterback. Not like you remember the Giants or anything like that, but a good quarterback. Hey, yeah. I'm a Giants fan.
You do be successful at that.
Deal 30 points of damage. It's now 40 feet back in the hole. It's no longer in anybody's vision range. I am going to take this opportunity to roll a d20 real quick, though. And I rolled a 16. Can I go back into hiding?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going back into hiding, guys.
And as you hear the guttural roar...
Okay.
Just the famous last two words. Motherfucker! Everyone roll a d20 and beat an 8. for an area effect.
13 for me.
14 for Trisha. And 16 for myself.
So me and Kyle, we both got 16, Trish got 14, and Jim got 13.
You don't really feel anything from this said area effect, but you do feel that something felt off for a few seconds.
Just being part of this team, I felt something being off for a few seconds.
My mental stability, my mimic arm controlling me.
We'll stop. We'll stop there. I'm going to have a conversation with Colonel Sanders.
The lawful good person firebombing her own father.
I mean, you guys do hear a screech coming from the body that is in the webbing. And by the way, it's your next turn for technically a second sneak attack, since it still can't see shit.
I got
the first round of sneak attacks. You still have me and Trisha.
Well, yeah, but you guys can't do anything. He was launched 40 feet backwards into a tunnel. He's out of everyone's view right now.
Yeah, I decided to play pinball with it.
So if you guys want to do anything, it's basically set up right now.
It's basically me.
Well, it would be, if these guys want to set up anything right now, they can. And if not, it's technically your turn to come back out, buddy.
I'm listening. I feel like that's a hint. I feel like that's a hint. So listening.
But Trisha might be able to set something with the poison.
She can't really do anything either. Especially since we don't know if this is in water or not. If we are ankle deep in water and she starts spraying acid, it's going to go through the water. Nobody wants that level of acid on their ankles.
Hey Kyle.
Yes.
You know how I have the electrical tower and whatnot?
Yes.
Every thought I do it with
Oh. Help me.
Why?
Help me. Somebody save me.
I do have a thing.
Ah, just no. No. Alright, so Sub.
Fireball. It could go horribly wrong.
I'm
Everything.
aware of this. I've watched it happen twice.
I've lived and died through
the
it.
third time.
I was part of one of them, and Kyle died from the other one.
Come on, why not make it a third time? See if it works.
Because I'll be close enough. Look at Trisha, she's like, fireball, fireball, fireball.
If you guys cast it at the same time and stuff,
Oh my God, stop.
Because technically, I'm like fire retardant right now. I can burst into flames at any moment.
I am not fire retardant. I am quite flammable.
I'm flammable, remember that.
Yes, and just to be honest with you, while water will put out a regular fireball, it will not put out an acidic holy fireball.
It's a please. Everything that is holy.
Oh, don't use that term, please.
Cheers.
Yeah, don't use that term around Trisha.
If you think about it, it's kind of hard to miss a fireball if she stands right in front of the entrance.
Oh yeah, that's like saying the B-52's 150-pound bombs.
No, your girlfriend missed the fireball by throwing it behind us, causing me and her damage.
Dude, that's like saying nuclear bombs are the most tactical weapon in the world because they always hit their target. They always hit the ground 100% of the time. No. 150-pound bombs are not accurate. That's why those planes drop so many of them in over an area. They've got to hit something, not the ground. This goes out to all you Air Force aficionados, by the way. I'm so sorry, but the B-52 bombers were not that accurate. They just hit a large area.
They made themselves accurate by hitting the large area.
They said my target is the ground, and that's not fair because gravity is a law and we have to follow it.
A good
He
do
can't
go
do
to the
it.
fireball.
He can't hit
No.
a 15 word out of his range. I cast 50 caliber magic missile.
What?
That's a 3.5 spell, by the way.
You guys aren't going to do anything then?
Trisha said no. Nick's not exactly looking like he's going to. I'm back in hiding again, so I'm stealthy again. And Jug's safe from like the first attack or so, because if that thing comes out, in order to get to Jug, it's got to turn around and start climbing up. And that will be its worst mistake.
Because it'll probably turn into me or Trisha at that point.
No, we still
So,
get...
so anyone that would be technically able to be hit by a thrown object, please roll a reflex save.
I don't think anybody would be because we're not in front of the pipe.
Nope. Not a one of us is in front of the pipe.
So you see the body that's wrapped in webbing just tossed like a torpedo out of the sewer.
Back at us, back towards our room.
Whee! What the hell was that?
You just see it fly past and land on the ground and just skid for a few feet, like breaking up the ground while skidding.
Does anyone hear that sound? Wait, he's not in the tunnel anymore. We can all run for the tunnel.
Don't see a flying embellishment of bones every day.
No, you do not.
Katamari?
Let me see if it's unwrapped now.
The Katamari?
Alive from that throw?
Well, if it's made of bones, it's technically undead.
Yeah, it is alive from that throw. Can you flip me a D2, Kaiju, for the creature?
Heads. D1.
Oh, right, cool.
Oh, great. Not cool.
But did it take damage from oh my god.
No, it didn't, because the webbing would have softened the blow. So if it still has a webbing...
You hear a screech come from the area where you saw it skid to as it stands up and turns around to come at you. How do I put this? With only 1,800 health left.
I think my watch, my brain, and everything else is
You folks who are watching this, please skip ahead a good 20 or 30 minutes. We might have it halfway down. So, Trisha, you remember that part where I said we don't want you throwing the fireballs? I want you throwing the fireballs. Why want you winging them?
Okay, everybody.
we have to roll for initiative now.
Yeah, we have to roll for initiative now, so unfortunately. Might I suggest nobody goes to melee this thing? 17 for Trisha.
13.
I got a 17.
Okay, so you go first, then Trisha, then Jug, then me, and whatever the rat rolls.
Oh no, I'll let Lady go first.
Yeah, you'll go first.
Rat amalgamation goes first.
Okay, big angry rat can only see one person. Actually, no, it can see two. It can see Jug woo on top of the pipe, and then there's Necro.
And he's next to the pipe. Underneath Jug, kind of, not in front of him.
Well, on the other hand, it can't see me and still doesn't see Trish. I'm going to just guess that Trish is like clinging to the ceiling. I'm guessing that's where you are right now.
Yes, my scales blend in.
You're an amalgamation of fucking bones that has a large health pool.
We'll whittle it down over the next 3 episodes.
You see it crouch with its knees, almost like it's getting in a jumping position.
Well, you guys are boned. I, on the other hand, and Trisha, woo, pretty safe.
It is the next person's turn.
Is everybody out of my way?
Yeah, there's no one near you. You can cast that fireball spell.
There's no water underneath us, right?
No.
I cast holy acid fireball.
Okay, what does she have to roll for that to hit the rodent there, buddy?
She's casting her fireball.
What's this one again? D4? D4. The only way she can't hit is if it's a 1.
Alright. You heard it here.
But the higher the number, the higher the dice roll for damage.
Somebody doesn't know how fireball works. Alright.
I know. It's just, you'll see why.
She rolled a 4.
Well, that's the highest number you can get with a D.
So she rolls a D100.
D100.
God damn! What is this, a freaking holy matriarch's land here? What the hell? Okay, rolling the D100. Okay, so that's...
Because of the holy magic, Kaiju.
I'm well aware. What are we trying to say? So she just rolled 100.
And that 100.
And that's only for one part of the damage. Remember, with Trish's fireball, she rolls for 3 different damage types.
That was
Right.
awful.
So
Right.
if that's for the holy, the next one's for the acid. What does she roll for the acid damage?
Just a D6.
Okay.
She rolled a 6, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
Okay.
And then
what's
there's
the other
for the,
damage?
then there's for the actual fire damage.
Right. That's also a D6.
Watch doing that trick.
Shut up, Jug! Now,
Shut up, John.
now, just to ask you a question, my friend. You do realize what the fireball spell does? It deals a number of D6s equivalent to the caster's level.
Yeah, I know.
So we've officially rolled for 1 of her 7 rolls.
I know.
Okay, so that's 112 points of damage for 1 roll. Shall I keep rolling, or what are we gonna do with this?
If she gets to 1800, I'll be sad, but I'll be proud of her for.
All right, well, let's see what she does here. First, I'm gonna roll for the holy damage, which is the D100. Okay, so she's doing 100 from that so far. She's doing. It's 107. That's 117. 17. 100. 160. Okay. Oh boy. I got 25 on top of that, so we're talking.
Remember, you do have a calculator built into your computer there.
Yep, I know. I'm just trying to get all these numbers down here. Holy sh! That's 295. Where's she crit rolls?
What do you mean?
Well, she has officially rolled a straight 100. Technically, that's a crit roll.
Oh, you get like 100 bonus damage.
Okay, so that's 200. So far, with just the holy side of the belt, we're doing 405 points of damage.
Right.
All right. 4 makes 10. Makes it 15. Makes it 18. Makes it 21. Makes it 27. So that's 27 points of acid damage. And, because Jug jinxed it, gave her extra 5. That makes it 11. Makes it 12. Makes it 18. Makes it 20. So 20 on top of 27 is 47 on top of 427 or 25. We're just going to say, so that's 444 points of damage. No, 54 points of damage.
So that would be
454 points of, 500, sorry, because of the extra 100 points of holy damage.
that would
500.
be what? That'd be 1,300 and
More like 1,272.
1,272. You said?
That's all all it has left.
And now it's on fire and poison.
Yeah, it's on fire. It's been poisoned by acid, and it's sunnier than hell, so we can definitely see it. Unfortunately, casting the spell does make Trisha visible, so now it knows where Trisha is, and all 118 of her health. Necro.
Yay! Well, I don't think I can compare in damage.
I cross my fingers and toes.
So this thing sells 1,300 plus HP. Not looking good. Good thing Trisha has 2 castings of Fireball. Bad news is this thing looks like it's about to do a jump.
Hey guys, should I cast Fireball?
Necro. By all means, cast Fireball.
Oh, I think I'm getting cast Fireball.
Necro's going to cast Fireball. Necro, you have the casting capabilities of a 7th level caster. So that would mean you would roll to the hit, and if you do the hit, that's 7d6 points of fire damage. This thing has a lot of HP.
What? To be able to hit it, Necro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although after
You
getting
hit it. It's so bright in there, you don't miss.
okay, never mind. Just start roll. Yeah, but you still got to roll to see if it's a crit hit or not.
True. You can roll for the crit hit, but I'm just saying, no matter what, you hit it.
Okay, so should I roll again then?
Yes, please. And hope for a 20.
I got 9.
Okay.
13 I rolled.
Okay, now you need to roll 7d6. That's a lot of HP. Tear it down.
Yeah, so we're up to 9 so far.
And I'm surprised you didn't do the 7d6 thing.
Yeah.
Another 6.
16.
Another 6.
Jeez.
22.
Another 6.
One more Necro.
And a 4.
Okay, grand
That's
total.
32 points.
Well, that knocks it down to 1,295 points of damage. Or of health left.
That's cool. Level class 12.
Oh, sorry, 1,275 minus. So it's
32.
yes, 1,242. Now it is the Juggernaut's turn. Juggernaut, truly, it would be great if you had a fireball spell. You do not, though.
I got nothing other than melee, don't I?
Actually, you do have the ability to cast curses if you want.
If I cast curse on it,
Yes.
okay, I'll cast curse on it.
Alright, so does this thing have the ability to roll a will save that's higher than 19? So, like, roll a d20?
Who, me?
Oh, him.
Creature?
Yeah, your creature.
I don't want to say it until it's done.
Well, basically what it is if it hits, you'll have to roll a d4 from now on, and you can only act normally on a 1. On a 2, it doesn't act at all. On a 3, it can only attack or move, and on 4, it will attack the nearest target to it. Friend or foe. For 3 rounds.
Alright.
And then it's my turn.
Yeah.
Yes, Judd?
No, it's like, all I did was cast curse on it, that's it?
Did you not hear what your curse does to it?
No.
From now on, before he can do anything on his turn, he has to roll a 1d4. If he gets a 1, he can act normally. On a 2, he just sits there.
Okay.
On a 3, he can either move or attack. And on 4, he can only attack the nearest person to him, friend or foe.
Okay.
Basically, he's confused.
Ah.
Your curse is actually the confusion spell, which, by the way, is a nasty as hell spell.
That's for the next 3 turns.
That's for the next 3 turns, so for the next 3 turns, he's screwed unless he can roll 1s each time.
Alrighty.
You have basically put this thing into a world of what the hell's about to happen. Let's roll them bones, Jim!
Amongst the double fire damage it's going to take each round until it's extinguished, and the poison damage, which is stacking by an immense amount, I would say, because
And the holy.
And then what I'm about to do to it! So, it can't see me, so it can't dodge, so I'm going to take a full round action and supercast Cone of Melted Butter.
Yeah. Wow!
There's a problem though, Jug. Are you ready for the problem?
What?
Because it can't see me, it can't roll to avoid. The full round casting will coat it in butter for 2 rounds.
It's on fire.
Wait for it. For those 2 rounds, it will take 7d6 points of fire damage, and it's extra flammable, so it takes an additional 1d6 points of fire damage each round. It has to use a full round action, which means it has to roll a 1 in order to move from where it is to break free. It's going to do that twice.
I'm gonna see it too.
I want to see this thing move. Of course, I'm visible too. Hi, how you doing? By the way, you're covered in butter. Hi, honey. Hi, honey.
I'm on there.
Hi, Mama.
Mama Bear's mad at me again.
No, come on. I just hurt.
Okay. Well, I'll help you as soon as I can. The meal cannot go tonight, by the way. They won't like the meal. Okay, so Subliminal. You have to roll a 1d4 before it can do anything. Then, if it can move a full round action, it has to take that turn breaking itself free. And it will take...
Roll the 1.
Okay.
He rolled a 1.
So, you can choose to either stand there and not do anything, or take the first round to try and break free, where it can break free the second round. Okay?
We had tornado
It's
once.
coated in butter. That's its special ability.
When I got to work, there was.
He has to break free 2 rounds in a row in order to move again. Oh, and he takes 12 points of acid damage. And I'm just going to speed this up real quick. It'll also take...
How much fire damage?
it takes 24, and then it takes an additional 6 points of fire damage, so that's 30 points of fire damage.
Okay. Good.
And you can choose to
That's
either
the
make...
roll for two, right?
Well, you can either try to break free, or if it has some kind of psychic ability, it can do that.
What type of rats were there? They were the giant rats?
They were the giant rats. And the Rat King.
All highest numbers.
Does the Rat King initially have that kind of thing?
Is that why you're wearing your robe and you look like you're not wearing anything?
No. No.
Does there happen to be any time and space shit that is like that by chance? Because remember, there's technically this creature in the hole.
Wait. What do you mean, technically? Wait, there's still another creature in the hole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why I said when I tried to pinball it back in, I was hoping to hit that creature.
No, it didn't. I'm sorry, Jug. My bad. I didn't understand what you're trying to say. Okay, well, that thing in the hole can have any kind of ability you want it to have because we haven't seen it yet.
Right.
Neighbors got boom booms from PA.
Of course they do. You think so? Yeah. Okay. So, this is all up to you now, son. You are the DM. The DM is the god. Okay? You have the ability to change the fabric of reality to your view. You can make it as unfair or as fair as you want. To be honest with you, in the land of D&D, the only things that start off with 1,800 hit points are demigods and above. So officially, this thing has a demigod stats and health.
Right.
So,
Can you roll me a D2 when possible?
What's the problem?
D1.
I'll get it in a bit.
Maybe it says one.
D1!
Yeah. I know. You see it fall down to the ground while the cone of butter is released from him,
I'll talk about that in a second.
but it's still on fire.
Okay.
Well, no, something you need to do to disturb the break free.
I understand that. This is from the creature from in the hole that did it. But his turn was used because of the master that controls him. So, yeah. That's whoever's turn next. Trisha don't even know what's going on right now. Look at her. Look at her. She plays the cat.
No.
That's what's up.
It's your turn, young lady.
So, what's going on?
Alright.
Go get the footpath. One more, please.
Well, screw up, dude. I didn't even do anything to it.
Sorry, guys. I'm back. What I miss?
You left when the creature from in the hole released it from the cone of butter. I know you know that it's on the ground right now.
Yep.
So it has to take a turn to get back into position.
Okay.
And then
It is
Trisha's there.
not Tiny Trisha's turn.
Tiny Trisha?
Mm-hmm.
Tiny Trisha.
I'm getting a footpath running.
Okay, I'll just take your turn for you then. Okay, so Tiny Trisha's going to take in a deep breath and breathe out a cone of acid towards the, what I thought was the big bad, but apparently it isn't. Can it move to dodge, or is it just going to get hit?
It's on the ground right now, so it will get hit.
Okay. So, there's a bunch of D8s.
Remember, this is a big, lunky-looking skeletal amalgamation of the rat bones and shit. So,
Up until a few seconds ago, I thought this was an actual creature. Yes, Jug?
No.
That's 3. 13. That's 26. Okay, so it takes 26 points of acid damage.
nice.
And now I believe it's Necro's turn.
Well, while he's deciding, what's the health of this said creature?
12,002.
Oh, nice.
We're getting there.
No,
What?
no, it's down to 11 something.
Is it?
Yeah, because it was down to 1242, then it took the 30 points of damage from just the...
I forgot to add. I forgot to add those. Okay, it's at 1172.
Yep. Sorry, just wanted to correct the math.
That's fine. I lost track. I'm as anyone who's watched this before can tell, I'm not in the best mental health right now.
God damn it! This damn desk.
I'll get it, sweetie. Don't worry. You just sit down. Okay?
I can't. I gotta clean the shorts before
I like we're back in the DnD campaign where Necro was like a mage or something, where he had like a whole booklet of moves and shit.
Necro, you want to play some gender swap D&D?
So I'm going to use my skill first.
Okay.
Which, at level 6, which I am,
Right.
I may fire a burst of bullets. As a standard action, you can expend one use of the Eggman shot to fire 3 shots at his maximum DAB
Okay.
with a -4 to hit with all of them. If he makes a full action in the constraint with burst, it replaces the second attack.
Okay. So basically, you can shoot with both your firearms. And you can shoot all the rounds. You don't get a -4 though because you have the +5 on it, remember? So you get a +1. So since it's so big, it doesn't require aiming. So start rolling. You got to roll 12 D8s.
What kind of attack is it again? Just regular bullets or psionic bullets?
For right now, they're regular bullets. When he reaches level 8, on the other hand, they will evolve into explosive bullets.
Oh, nice. Those would work out real nice right about now.
If only the DM gave Necro another level.
No, he does give me 2.
Oh, that's right, 2.
I'm only 6 with him, and I have a level into my arm. Well, my half body. So, how many? 12, 8?
12 D8s, yeah.
How much Epsom salt did you put in there? Yes, I will.
3.
Strong.
Necro, you put it just on 12d8.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you put that?
Now you can, hold on,
You wanna know
Flash
how I
R.
know it's strong? Because I could taste it.
space, 11 D8 because you already did 1 D8.
You gotta move.
Okay.
He wants his mom because mama's hurt.
Go.
Okay, so we got 3,
D8 plus 3,
3,
31.
Yeah, 31.
Okay. Since all these shots are just gonna nail this sucker. Well, it was 12 shots, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so how much you did? You did 31 plus the.
That's not gonna. That's not high enough.
More.
Plus 1 to each shot, I guess.
Yeah, so plus 12.
That would be 12, so that would be 40, yeah, 42, I believe.
42 points of damage. So it drops him down to 1130.
No, 43.
You wanted to be here.
1143.
So now you're here.
Yep.
Whether you like it or not.
All right. Well, we seem to.
Believe it. Juggernaut.
Yep. We might be able to take this demigod down, and the only thing we have to worry about is whatever's in the hole that made it.
Alright, I already cast Curse on it,
Okay,
which is 3 turns.
that's right. Well, 2 turns left.
I can't grapple it, or else I'll be turn baby burn.
Actually, you're quite the distance away. You could easily grapple it with your bandages. The question is, can you beat it in a strength check? Actually, you
It would
can't.
have
'Cause
to be-
You
it
threw
would
it
have to
already.
be,
Never mind. You threw it already. So obviously you can beat it in a strength check. Duh. Yeah, you can grab this thing. Just be careful what you're going to do with it afterwards. You could try to infect it and give negative levels of damage.
I want to pick it up and slam it into the floor.
Okay, so roll the grapple check. What's it got? It's got to be what, a 16? You said, sub?
Yeah.
Okay,
13.
plus 5,
Ah.
so that's 18. Okay, so you grabbed it, and now I need you to roll so I can see how high you're going to lift this thing.
D20 again?
D20 again. Please be high.
6.
Okay, so you're gonna grab it, pick it up, and then basically slam it back into the ground. So we'll take 1d6. So it takes 36 points of damage. Unfortunately, not a lot, but that's a lot of damage. Okay.
Hey, we almost got it down to under 1100. Almost.
This is where the problem.
Too damn high.
This is where the problem comes in, guys. I can't do a lot of damage with my character.
Look how much space I have in that.
Okay, can do any amount of damage you can do. It helps.
Okay, I'm going to roll my d20 here, and I'm going to do. Oh, jeez, I definitely hit this guy. 17. How much damage did I do? I wing it with a crossbow, and I do 2 points of damage. Sub, it's your turn.
Roll that d4.
A 2.
Oh, so it just stays there.
Yeah,
It can't do jack.
yeah, it can't. Well, it can't. Does the creature in the pipe come out yet, or are we still good?
It seems like it's staying out of it for the most part.
Okay.
It only basically released it from its one restraint.
Remember, you still have one cast of fireball.
Want to cast your last cast fireball for the day?
Is anybody on my way?
Nobody came near it. We made sure of it. Woohoo! Nice bit, Jade!
Fuck it. I don't care how big the room is. I cast fireball.
Luckily for everybody who's in that room, it's big enough. Okay, so I gotta roll the D100 for her, for the holy damage.
100?
Yeah, apparently this thing's super weak to holy damage. It also had 1800 health, which in D&D terms is like demigod level. Okay, that's 87 points of holy damage. And you know what? I'm just going to do the roll thing in here.
This sucks.
So,
I gotta hold on to the chair.
so wait, it's slash roll, number of dice, and then what? D6?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So it does D6 for her acid damage.
Sometimes it don't go through right.
Oh, Kyle, you gotta put /R space.
Slash R space 76. Like this?
Yep.
Like that.
Okay, so we have
Oh, wow.
20
This is only 3 higher than the one I rolled.
23 points of acid damage, and then roll again. 20 points of fire damage, which right away those are all stacked on top of that, so that's 43, so that's 130 points of damage. So good going, Trisha. So who goes after Trisha? Nick?
Yep.
This thing is now in the thousands of health. We're getting there. We're getting there, yeah. Except we don't have any big booms like that anymore. And hopefully this next turn it doesn't break free, or else we're gonna start seeing what this thing can do.
Hey, I got a question. So this is technically an undead creature, right?
In a sense.
Yeah, I guess.
Huh. Because I could also cast Desecrate.
Okay.
This spell infuse an area with negative energy. Each charisma check made to turn undead within the area takes a -3% pain penalty, and every undead
Normally
creature
that's what was on the box.
the area gains. Oh wait.
You're looking for the spell Consecrate, not Desecrate. You're looking for Consecrate.
No, it says Desecrate.
Okay, so Desecrate is a spell that you cast to empower your undead legions. Consecrate's what you cast to destroy the undead legions.
Okay, never mind then. Ironically, that was underneath Venom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to reheat my dinner. No way. I want to go a little bit more important.
I think I'm just gonna... Oh, wait, actually, I'm gonna use my laser eyes.
There we go. You're a high enough level. If you were D8, if you were 8 level, this is total level by the way. You'd be able to do bonus damage with your eye beams, by the way. So, what do they do now?
I believe I do have 5 hit dice, right? So it is a 2d6
Okay.
right now, and it causes the effects and dazzles.
Yeah, unfortunately, since we're firing at an undead, the dazzle will have no effect. But since it's light, it'll do double damage against it. So whatever you roll, times 2.
Okay, so I gotta roll 2d6, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Okay, so it's a 1 and a 2, so it actually equals up to 6.
And this is where we find out why regular low-level players should not be facing off against demigods.
So,
So he shot lasers from his eyes and did a whole grand total of 6 damage. And this great train's going to keep on going. So I hope everyone's ready to see us slowly chip away at this creature's health over the next 5 or 6 episodes. Because that's really all we're going to be able to do. No more fireballs, so...
So no more holy damage?
Nope. That was the holy damage. It's over. I don't use holy damage. Jug doesn't use holy damage. Nick doesn't use holy damage. The only other person who uses holy damage is currently weakening and Bernie on my back. Just you use your fireballs. It's over for you. So unfortunately, right now, you're just going to slowly see this thing get pegged off over the next 2 or 3 episodes.
I mean, you could try and wake her up real quick.
And do what? Do an additional, 40 points of damage with a spell? Her only holy spell is called Cure Moderate Wounds, and it has a range of touch.
Oh.
She would have to touch the thing.
Which means I have to get close enough for her to touch the being. The being that, by the way, could break out this round, and I would be in DEFCON 1, point-blank range, unable to escape this thing. No, I'm not that stupid.
It could roll the 4, and it would have to attack Kyle right then and there.
That's even worse!
Yeah.
So anyway, so Jug, it's your turn again, buddy.
I'm going to go bowling.
Okay. How are we going to go bowling?
I'm going to send that thing back to the pipe.
Okay. Hey, cousin Nico, let's go bowling.
I'm going to send that thing back to the friggin' pipe.
Okay, so first thing you have to do is roll better than a 16.
That's +5.
+5. So as long as you don't roll it like a 10.
Well, 17. That's 22.
Okay, so he's got it. Now I need you to roll how you're going to throw it. So, seeing as it's in the middle of the room, I'm guessing it's already 30 feet in, so you need to get up there with a D20.
It's a 2.
Yeah, but
So he grabs it and he throws it backwards 5 feet. It takes 6 points of damage. Ladies and gentlemen, for the next 3 episodes!
Sorry.
No, I'm just saying, this is why you don't fight demigods as low-level characters, right?
yes, sir.
I really have nothing left of my crossbow!
I'll keep tinking away at it.
Kyle uses rest.
No, because that takes 8 hours. This thing is not going to wait around for 8 hours.
I never know. You're not going to put another curse on it. Just roll horribly.
Right now, I'm hoping that if this thing breaks free, Jug will be able to curse it again.
Whose turn would it be?
I'm attacking. I did a grand total of 5 points of damage to it. Thank you.
Yeah, that's better than 2.
Just out of curiosity, what did it sell at?
A lot.
I think it's 1,000 some odd right now.
1,087.
It is a lot, sub.
And we're doing such high damage as 5s, 6s, and 2s. The DM did not think this plan through, or he wants to kill us. Either way works for me. It's your turn, DM. Roll that D4.
That would be the last D4 until I curse it again.
Until next round.
It rolls a 4.
Okay.
Four.
Who would be the nearest target to it?
That would be a tie between you and me. Because according to Trisha, she's kind of on the ceiling, so it would have to actually leap up, so she's out of its reach. So,
That's a hit.
well, Sub gets to make that decision.
Yeah, I throw it up into the
That's
rafters.
the closest target. So you get 2 targets.
Yep.
He attacks you.
You know what? At the end of my turn, I'm going to charge towards it. I'm now the closest target to it.
Now Kyle's supposed to start it, so you have to attack him.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Or, for the fact that the way he rolled, in its own confusion, you watch as it rips its own life stabilization out of its chest and crushes it.
So I ran up to be a hero for the thing to rip its own heart out and die bleeding out on the floor. Oh!
As you watch the bones crumble into dust.
Hit me!
Victory music!
What the happened? What happened?
Is that everything?
That's him. Okay, so
It committed suicide.
the giant butter-covered, web-enshrouded, acid-burning, on fire rat kebab monster rips its own heart out and dies. Now what?
Thank you, Sub. Yeah, thanks.
Because if something comes out of that pipe right now, I'm running for my life.
I can die as long as my fucking body will let me.
I'm sure it will, because I don't know what's in that pipe, but if it was able to make that, I ain't fighting it. No, I'm running.
Necro, I will use one of my bandages to grab your ass and throw you.
We'll just run off with you.
The demon friggin' mimic thing will do is...
Would it matter?
No. General has a 22 in strength. He would just grab it and run.
As the bones turn to dust, you feel a shift in the air, as if something disappeared.
I hope it's that damn growly thing in the pipe.
Necro, could you do a scan of the pipe, please?
I was gonna say, may I do a scan, so...
What are you scanning?
The pipe. The pipe.
The pipe?
You sense nothing.
I sense nothing. Okay, well, it's gone, guys!
Wait, did it go through the rift?
Do I sense any magical energy from a rift being open or something like that? So,
You feel a slight little bit of the rift left, as if it's gone dormant.
Huh.
okay, I think it's gone, guys!
Permission to pass out in the water, sir.
Permission granted.
Thank you.
Permission to camp here for the night?
I'm currently drowning, by the way, guys.
Let's pick them up. Get them off the...
But you don't have to
I'll get him.
You don't just have to pick me up. You also have to pick Rebel up. She's on my back.
Tugum, get needs your bench.
I'll get him.
Ah.
Trisha, I'm gonna need your big long snake tail.
It tastes like Dr. Pepper in the water.
I used both my bandages to shake Kaiju awake.
I had such a wonderful dream. I had a
Wow.
wonderful dream. I met this man named the DM. He told us we were all part of a game. This wasn't real. I was allowed to leave. And I got shaken awake. It was such a nice dream.
My turn? That was my dream.
Well, hey, and there you guys. We got completed. That means we've completed the quest.
Well, no, because we're still going to have to go through that pipe to check. Remember, we didn't find the treasure room yet. We didn't finish the dungeon castle. You played enough Elden Ring. You know what's at the end of the castle.
Oh, let's go through the pipe first.
I will.
Good sir. Good man. Good man. Wait a minute. Wait. Let me go. No. Put me down. Put me down.
I'm the one that had you.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Just
I'm dragging your ass with me.
No! No! I can't go
I jump on Kyle's back, or not jump, but like, gently step on and ride him like a surfboard and not drag some in.
Oh, great! So he's weekending Bernie with Rebel while I'm drowning in the water. And,
Yeah, your head above the water, you're not drowning.
and Trish is just walking behind us going, these idiots.
I'll release him and then go into the pipe.
Oh, come on.
You were saying, Seth?
As you entered, go ahead.
No, you were saying? No, you were saying. That's what I'm trying to get at. You started saying something.
As Juggernaut releases Kaiju from his grip and Necro looks at him like, what the fuck you doing?
Necro's standing on me. That's what he's doing.
He enters the entranceway to where the Nick was.
Okay.
You come up to where there seems to be a sweeping rift, almost like it could open at any time.
Now, Jug, remember, don't trip the rift.
Let's avoid that risk.
Nobody? So for those of you who don't know, Tripping the Rift was actually a TV show on MTV for the longest time. Pass me on. Darth Bobo. I'll make that.
I tiptoe past the rift.
You all tiptoe past the rift?
Wait, Trisha would do something with the rift because of her squeak.
It's an inanimate object. She can't eat it or anything.
Okay.
It'd be awesome if she could. Then she could spend her time like eating fireballs and stuff that were being thrown at her. You know, just get stronger and stronger. Okay, so what's besides the rift? What are we looking at?
You're only looking at what was thrown out of the cave, which is those 3 gold heavy big clams.
Anybody want to try and lift them? I'm not going near those things. I saw they just did a jug. I ain't touching them.
Under the chair so I don't go up.
Anyone, the 2 strongest people that I know physically, without including this dead, soul out character, aka DT, are Trisha and Juggernaut.
I tried lifting it. I couldn't.
Trisha, would you like to try and pick up the gold coin?
No.
Nope.
Good. I'm gonna play risky. I'm gonna try and pick them up.
You do that. I'm avoiding them.
As you kneel down close to the giant gold coin, you notice some inscriptions on it as you're going to pick it up. Do you continue, or do you decide to read it or step back for a second?
I decide to read it because as a person that knows all languages, I will be able to read it.
It turns out that these aren't valuable, and it's like fake plated gold.
Okay, well, fuck this shit. They're not even worth our time.
Hey, let's send him to the rift.
No!
We're fine.
Let's not disturb that fucking thing with the growly fucking thing that could be on the other fucking end of it! Holy fuck!
I second that mention.
This tomorrow.
I know.
Bad Juggernaut!
I know.
What?
Bad Juggernaut!
There's nothing I can do for you right now.
No,
Any other passages in the room?
it just goes down into the water.
So in other words,
Like,
no.
So we have to go through that rift, don't we?
No, because we don't know if there's any, path backwards that we
Actually, to be explaining, according to Sub, this was the only way we didn't go.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, there is no fucking treasure room.
He was on my lap while you were doing the water. I don't know what's his problem.
There's a treasure room.
Now, how the fuck did we pass it?
I don't know, maybe there's a secret passage.
Oh, we have to go underwater. But wait, as an undead mummy,
You shut.
in fact, the only two of us who are actually capable of doing that would be Sub and Nick and Trish. Because there's no telling how deep or how long we'd be in the water, so it wouldn't be safe for me to bring Rebel with me. And you can't swim. You would swell up like a wet sponge and just plunk.
I would drown.
So, DM, is it a safe idea for those two to jump into the water and see if there's anything on the other side?
I mean, technically,
What?
if they can fly or climb the walls.
Wait a minute. Did you say climb? As in using bandages?
Trisha has a natural +8 to climb.
I mean, after all, the water's just going down into, like, where the rest of the water would drain to get cleaned to be reused.
In other words, there's nothing down there. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
What's up?
You're trying to tell us there's nothing down there?
I don't know if there's anything down there.
We all float down there, but we didn't know that.
No, I sink.
You guys go ahead, and me and Jug will sit here and block the portal.
I guess me and Trish should climb down to see if there's anything down the sewer water river.
Alright, Kaiju. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Ah!
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Ah!
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Ah!
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Ah! Fine! You win.
What is my favorite playing rock, paper, scissors while you and Trish are going down? So tight. Never can do it.
After playing rock, paper, scissors, shoot, you two end up down at the bottom.
Okay.
What
The
do we
water
see?
is-
I wonder what they see.
So, Kaiju, have you heard any good jokes lately?
They see 3 different passageways where the water seems to be going towards.
We're never gonna leave.
Hey, should we play the Scooby-Doo game? Let's go.
Yes.
Wait.
You know what? And with that, folks, we'll continue on our next episode. For right now, we have to worry about the separation of the groups. Necro and...
You
Necro...
guys don't stay by a dormant portal.
Yeah, we're by a dormant portal. You know, we might be able to do something. I'm going to actually rest. Hopefully it'll take me 8 hours. On top of this, we have separated, so Trisha and Nick are now in a 3-way intersection where they can go anywhere. We're being told that there is treasure. Wink, wink, wink. I bet you it's in the goddamn portal.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's dormant, so we'll have to wait. But until next time, I am the resting Kaiju K.
Nick in the sewer water.
I'm Juggernaut Jared.
She's Tiny Trisha. He's...
Apparently the evil DM.
Very.
That's all there. And we'll see you all in the future. Peace out, everybody.